All right. Honey, if you can, let me know if you're hearing me, please. I love you. Let me know if you're hearing me. All right. So, like I said, we getting it going today. We on it. It's that simple, man. This business, it creates consistency and it requires consistency. It takes consistency. See over here, right? We actually know how to succeed. You understand? I love it, man. Let them folks do what they do. Pose and pretend. Hey, Mr. Walker. Again, you're not expanding a business. There is no business. What you're doing is you're running. And this is what you've always done, right? That's the whole reason why you move around with no purpose or place, right? Because you're always running. You're always running from your problems. And that's no way to be, brother. You know what I mean? Trust me. I've had major problems. One thing I've learned is there ain't no point in running from them. No point. You got to face your problem. You understand? And it's better because, well, you get it done quickly. You know, you get it over and done with, and that's it. You solve the problem. And that's the way, in my opinion, that you achieve success. Success is all about failure and problems. Thank you, baby. I love you. Sorry, I'm just out here on the bike. See, trying to do what I need to do. So, end of the day, we're going to keep on pushing forward and doing what we got to do, man. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? But we're going to stay winning. You know what I mean? I mean, look what they doing with Mr. Jackson. Look what they doing with Mr. Jackson and his son. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like, you could tell by the energy out here if you just pay attention. All you gotta do is pay attention. You can see what it is, man. It ain't never been different. A lot of society, they don't want to see us make it. They don't want to see us succeed. Hell, they feel some way about me just doing that. Now, yeah, you got some people that love support. But like I said, there's a lot of folks that don't want to see us win. That's fine. Not everybody is your friend. The thing about success is not a pretty or nice thing. Most of you think you want to be successful. What you want is money. You don't want success. And hell, I think it's the better route personally. You need money. That's all success is money and happiness. And money don't buy happiness. They're two totally separate ball games. You got to do both of them. That's why what do? We chase money, but the right way. We do it healthy, in a healthy manner. I don't chase money. I chase God. But, you know, we work and we hustle and, you know, God wants his chosen people to have money, man. He don't want to see us struggling. That's all. Do it the right way. If you pay attention to the headlines, Houston, Texas, right? Their churches just got caught in a $1 million scheme. Like, I don't know if it was $9 million or something. Now, what did I tell y'all that all these companies do? I don't got to repeat it, right? That's what the churches are doing. Where was that pastor, Icy Mike, from that I told off and told reality? Houston, up there in Conroe. I was up there in Conroe. They have little houses. They housed me there for a minute, and then we moved. Okay? When I got to Conroe, I was flipping, like, all the time. You know what I mean? I'd already had enough. You know? So, you gotta pay attention, man. I'm telling you, these circles, they after money, and that's it, and they'll do whatever they have to get it. Illegal means, whatever they can. That's how criminals work. These criminals are all your normal little petty street dudes, right? That think they straight, but they just been in it forever. All they know how to do is talk. They know how to build an environment of talking like Pastor. Oh, for real. Hey, go to jail. I was in jail in Atlanta, man. Got arrested in Bankhead. All right, most notorious street in all of Bankhead, Atlanta. I know a thing or two about the streets for real and reality. I know how it really works. You know what I mean? They too right around on bike just like this. That's really what the real ones are doing, because you got to come up. It's the same thing, man. It's the same game. It's just a little different language. The same game. This digital game, just like the street. It's been just like the street. It's the same hustle. That's what folks don't get. I'm a street dude. I came from Bankhead to Bluff, and I was running everything in Atlanta. I was balls. Okay. Balls, lived in Dallas, and all these hoods. Real talk. Balls. Everybody felt the same way they do about the Batman. You figured out what I'm trying to say. I know how to do this, man. It's always been in me. It's always been in me. Like God said, it's always been you. Always. Man. Good. Play it safe here. Sunshine and lollipops and blue skies and waterfalls. And it's funny because the way life works. Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny, man? Came a long way. Real talk. They don't get we normal people too. Everybody's human, man. At the end of the day, we're all human, man. No matter what your past is, no matter what you done did. I know some of you done did a lot of wrong, right? We all human, bro. You know what I mean? I think it's time that we start, acting human with each other and treating each other as such personally. Like I said, leave all the gangster stuff to me. I'm about trying to promote peace. I'm trying to bring peace. I'm trying to bring peace in these streets. I'm not talking about just down here. Wait. Yes, sir, I'll wait. I'm talking about everywhere. What we need, man. We need peace. We need equality. We need a change. That's what Batman's trying to bring. And I had to do it a certain way. I'm not your government. Well, I am going to be the new government, Christina and I, but I'm not your government. I don't sit there and feed you a bunch of hoopla, hippity hoopla nonsense, right? And not change anything or do anything. Hold on. waiting patiently, waiting. Still waiting. They gotta fix this, bro. This is bad. Sounds like a toucan. Look, they're all smiling. Batman is taken, ladies. Oh, for real. I'm spoken for. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm spoken for. Boy. All right. Yeah, like I said, man, life is filled with challenges, ain't it? It's all about challenges. It's all about the feelings, like you said in that movie, ATL. Yeah, life is all about the feelings, man. It's the truth. Give them waves. There's more fans. I'm famous. Mr. Walker isn't, so he's upset. Batman in training. Batman in training every day. Why are you driving in the bicycle lane? Oh, for real. What do you think you're doing? Stop right there. That's too funny. I can't wait to get to New York. We're gonna have so much fun. Honey, we're gonna have so much fun in New York. We don't even understand. Like, we're just gonna be having a party 24 hours. When we get to New York, good luck. Good luck. We going to New York too. New Orleans, yes, as well, but I'm tired, man. I don't know. I ain't been able to sleep. I try my best. I think it's just like the mechanism, you know. It's just you turn it on to get going, and then I'm running and running. Hopefully, I'll be all right, man. You know, I could say I'm not a superhero, but I am. But still, even superheroes tired, you know. But hell, I don't know. Hopefully, I'm truly limitless. I really don't have a choice. The whole point, I never had a choice. I just become limitless. I do not have a choice. All right, you with me, my baby? I love you. How are you feeling? I think you're handling everything perfectly. I think you're going to be okay. I understand taking it easy a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. But we already talked about it, you know. But you know, at the same time, yes, you know, we have to try to keep pushing and keep going. You know, just not at the expense of anything. You know, you're my only priority, honey. It's all about you. So I mean, this is all about you. It all revolves around you, and I care about you, not money. You know, but you already know we have a goal we're trying to reach, just like we try to reach on here, and yeah, we try to do the best we can. You know, but it's up to you. It just depends on how you feel. You know, if you feel you need a break, take a break. Perfectly fine. If you feel that you don't want to and you want to keep going, then you know, your decision. I'm with you in all your decisions. But I think you're going to be okay, like you said. I think it's all going to work out for the best. I got to avoid this dog again. I bet. People bet. Benna! Benna! Not Bell. Too much. Much. Where's the AC? Yeah, that's why you're running all over, Mr. Walford. You're running. You're running. Because the folks don't want you there. They said, leave Devon. Get out of Devon, New Mexico. That's exactly what happened. I love how you try to paint everything like it's a win when it's a loss, brother. I love that. We're expanding our business. You can't expand a business in 2 seconds. What you're doing is trying to barely get by. Call it what it is, dude. I'm telling you, you can't just accept reality and acknowledge it. Too busy trying to pretend they're competing. Ridiculous, man. You are not competing. You will never compete. You are nowhere near me. Not you, not Warren Buffett. None of you. Warren Buffett ain't anywhere near me. There's 2 days. Absolutely ridiculous. They couldn't compete with me on my worst day. None of it. Please, hell. I've been noticing what I believe is going on too. I can tell you, it's very clear that it's coming from the government. All these things that are happening. The thing I told you that's happening with the water in New York, honey, and I noticed it's all about the water. This is why they depicted it in all these movies like Rango. What do they do in Gotham movie? Like, I'm really going to save the world. It's obvious. What did they do with the water supply in The Dark Knight? Or sorry, Batman Begins. They're telling you ahead of time what they're going to do, what's going to happen. And it's already happening. It's just a little bit different, the method they're using for now. But, you know, the whole world is Gotham, basically. That's the whole concept of Gotham. It's not just one area. The whole world matters. Stuff is happening all over the world. Bro, I ain't never seen so many headlines ever of corrupt folks getting what they deserve. I ain't never. I mean, it's picked up to an alarming rate. I ain't never seen so much crazy stuff happening. And I know it's always happened, but it's definitely, you know, escalated. And that's the thing. Like I said, Batman is becoming necessary. I was way ahead of my time. I already knew I was necessary before anyone had to tell me. Before we even got to this point and figure out reality what it is, right? So, this is gotta run for shelter, gotta run for shade. It's too hot, too hot. They still just sitting there. I gotta start recording all the illegal driving antics. Really not that type of dude. I ain't got time to worry about other people. Oh, he's recording. All right, he's a fan. He's good. Hopefully, man. Doesn't matter either way. Maybe it's a stalker. Hi, stalker. How you doing? Can I get a donation? Funny. Yeah, man. I'm just training right now. God's going to give me the budget, man. Believe me. I'm not even worried about it. I know it's coming. God's going to give me money. Going to give me the money. And I can't wait to get on a motorcycle, dog. It's that far, man. Y'all don't understand. I can really drive. I mean, I can really ride. It's just like Batman. That's why it makes sense. That's why I know. That's why I know the prophecies about me. Because he drives like me. Identical. Like, that's the thing. Like, I can really move, bro. Y'all don't get it. Like, I was born to do this. Just like my dad could ride horses like nobody's business. I saw my dad ride a horse one time. I was like, wow. I ain't never seen nothing like that, man. Like, legit. Like, my dad was a real cowboy. I was young. I was little. I ain't knowing. I didn't know any better, man. I saw that man get on a horse. I was like, whoa. It wasn't like a regular person that gets on a horse and, you know what I'm saying, pretend. I mean, this dude got on the horse and, like, owned it. Like, you could just see that this was in our DNA. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't get it. Like, that's what I am. Outlaw. The rugged and raw. But, like, for real, like, I'm designed to ride horses and all that. I want to get a horse as Batman too, just so I can say, "Hi ho, Silver." No, I'm just kidding. That's not why I want to get it, but I would like to do that. It's hot out here. I want to work out today. I'm tired. Pink, pink one. Never been through anything. Be the first word. King one. Wake up. King one. Where's the pink one? Imagine. Oh, he's okay. He's saying king one. Whatever that means. Please give me my license back, God. Please. are. There you go. I think it's coming. Batman's gonna get going. I'll be right back. Hold on, give me a minute. Ah, it's hot. Yeah, it's super hot today. But yeah, man, I mean, you gotta stop painting your failures as success. I mean, you gotta just get with it, man, and get with the program already, bro. And it's just that simple. You can't just say everything is different than what it is. You're not very good at narc perception, I've noticed. That's what they do. They want to give that narc perception, that perception management. Mike Saha tried it. How did that go for him? Yeah, you know, a lot of you tried it. How did that go for all of you? We're up over 93 bucks, baby. I think we're gonna get over 100 today. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't. I mean, I'm doing pretty good views, been consistent, good output. Um, all these people are like, I'm a content creator. Well, I'm a gangster. So I'm not worried about all that other nonsense. I do what I need to do on here to get my money, and that's it. But I mean, I do make the best content. We can go ahead, give me that accolade, hands down. I do. I make the best content, been the best for a long time. So I guess I am a content creator of sorts, but I guess I am a content creator, but I'm just saying we're not the same. And that's the whole thing, is what I've developed here is very real, and it's on a whole nother level from just this, and that's the thing. I mean, are people starting to figure it out yet that I'm a genius? Are they starting to figure out the dude is like his own one-man army, and he's figured out how to basically synchronize and collaborate all of it together. Like I said, I funded this project, operation, whatever you want to call it, out of my own pocket for the last 3 years now. It's been very effective. Accomplished a lot of results. It's gotten a lot of people on my side. I feel like I've gained a lot of support, a lot of momentum. It's just different, it's different. I mean, the Valley doesn't get to see stuff like this too often. Nobody does. You're gonna find someone like me out here. You can find people that might pretend, but you're gonna find another me. That's the thing. It's just different. It's very unique, man. I'm not like anybody else. I've got a whole different DNA to me. Irreplaceable for real. But I don't know. I think it's cool, man. I'm glad that they get to watch. How you doing? Glad they get to watch. How you doing? But like I said, we're over 93. Doing all right. Just got to keep on pushing. That's about it. That's how to cook it. Hot as hell, right? Ridiculous day, yeah. Feels hotter than usual. Normally, yeah. What is it? What you've been doing, or? Oh wow. Like roofing, or? Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard work. Yeah, especially in this. Yeah. Oh. All right. Sorry, I think we're gonna have to go and shake for a minute. I don't know what they're doing. There's people in the restroom and stuff. The dude seems all right though, but I told him I come out here like every day to work out. So I love you, honey, more than anything. Are you hearing me? All mine, only mine. Mine. Mine, 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 mine. Mine. But yeah, I don't know. We just gotta try to keep pushing forward. It's hot, tired, you know. I don't know, man. It's like I don't know. It's just like a thing. Like honestly, it's just been like there's not enough time in the day, man. Like that's what's crazy. Like I do so much in a day, man, with such little money too. Such little money. We need people to donate, bro. I need money right now. I think I'm down to like $25 or $23 in my bank account or something like that. Oh, that's real nice. How you gonna just fall when I place you there? Come on, dog. But yeah, I'm running low on funds. Uh, and that's why like I have no choice. I mean, it's necessary to my survival. We have to get over this $100 threshold at this point. It's not even an option, but that's the thing too. I've been working so hard in this. By the time I'm done doing everything and uploading, it's like 5 a.m. Seriously, I mean that's the thing. I literally am working like 24 hours a day, bro, and I'm just tired, man. I want a break, but I feel like I can't ever get it. Oh look, you're gonna do the dips. Should show them the list. I'm afraid to turn on the mic around folks because I don't know what they might say, you know. And this is a business. Wow. Uh, there was a big spider over here yesterday. Big white one. He looked at me the wrong way. For real. He like turned and he was like I was like, oh hell no. Sorry. I ain't been in the mood lately. Spider should have known not to look at me crazy. That's all. I don't care how big you is, spider. You just go ahead, you calm it down there. Not. All right, son. Trying to see if there's more. If you don't be looking, you be putting your hand on it, and then all of a sudden, bloop, day ruined. And there be, I've seen black widows on this thing. That'd be all sorts of them. It ain't no joke. I really don't pay attention. Is that one right there? Yep. Now, that's something else. That's even weirder. He got, what the hell? A little weird bug that has like, I don't even want to say it, bro. It's weird. Try to show you, but it's real small. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just never know. I don't know what happened right now, so hopefully I'm good. I try to pay attention, but there's only so much you can do. You want to be able to just turn on the thing without having to worry. Where's he at? What is that? Y'all see this? What the hell is that, bro? See that little thing right there? Can y'all see him? Look at him. Look at his antennas, what they are. What is that? I ain't never even seen something like that. It's like breeding new species because water brings life. Do y'all see it? Look at it. Look what it's doing. This is the weirdest little thing I ever seen. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know what happened right now. I didn't really pay attention. Hopefully, but this would be weird. I've dealt with spiders. I've dealt with all sorts of insects at this point. It's kind of whatever. The Black Widow I saw, he was real small too, and I'd just be wondering, like, are they not big enough that it won't really matter for someone my size? I'm not really a small guy. I wouldn't have a choice. I'd have to just get through it. It's just the truth. But yeah, man. They got something going on. Hold on. I don't know. He looked like he knew what he was doing. Uh, I don't really be seeing too many people up here, so I mean it's kind of cool. And there's some people out here, as long as they're like all right and doing the right thing. But I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. We got to get over that threshold today. Really don't have a choice. And I just don't get why they're making it so close, man. We got 2 more days after today, but like I should have already been there, bro. Like real talk, bro. I'm already underpaid, and then it's like they don't be giving me credit for what I'm doing. It just don't make no sense. It really don't. I ain't gonna sit here and pretend it does because it don't. But it is what it is. You got 9 in the box. Yeah, right. So yeah. By the way, this bicycle is chrome. It's chrome, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I just feel like it's all God. You know what I mean? I feel like God put the bike together too, and you know, it runs decently. It's not perfect or anything. He had told me the back wheel, something about it, but I don't know. I got some air in it yesterday. I'm just trying to utilize it for right now. You know, it's too hot. It's a way to move around a little bit. And yeah, I don't know about trying to ride it all the way into town and all that. It's too hot for all that anywhere. But if y'all want to help me, man, like I said, I got some requests out on Cash App. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Dream hasn't sent anything in a little while, but he has donated. See if the other one does. Seems like they only want to send me like $5 and nothing higher. I don't know. But you know, that's the thing, bro. We just need some funds, man. Everything's super expensive, you know. So I don't know. I understand that people are struggling too. I get all that. Have it going. But we got to have finances here to do all this. We got to get some support, and it's just that simple. It's the only way that we're gonna make it and progress and get farther. You know. And it's funnier too, because that one, remember, honey, that one that was saying that that was donating for a while, that follows me around the internet, and she was saying this and that, but yet she's a member on this channel, I believe. You need to just go ahead and get you that Batman Obsessed membership, because that's what you are. Real talk. And she'll go talk and try to paint Mr. Wofford like he's accomplishing something, when it's like, dude is wasting his time and he's working harder, not smarter. And these are the same things that y'all tried to copy from me and say. Like, I just don't get why you don't take your own advice. Like, homeboy is not, he's not winning, man. He's not doing what you're supposed to do. He really ain't. Like, he's doing what you don't want to do. Seriously. I mean, you don't want to expend more effort for less, results. You can drive around and do these fake jobs, whatever, mechanic things, whatever you're talking about. It's all nonsense, because you're going to spend it in gas anyway. So I mean, you're just basically, just like I predicted. I said you're going to go right back to the same boat, partner. I already knew that. I called that a mile away. You know what I mean? They're still in the same boat. They're homeless. That's just the reality. Christina said, truth, reality. Right. Like, you in the same boat. Check this out. He's in the same boat, honey, and he's trying to talk, like he's like a corporate CEO. He talking about expanding every single concept that I have taught here. They just hear the words and they copy. So I talk about expanding this business. So he says, we're expanding. He said, we're going regional. Oh my goodness. Like, this ain't Denny's, homie. They're going regional. You're going regional on a regional begging tour? That's what it is. Ain't nothing regional about it or about you. What do you mean regional? They going on a regional begging tour, honey. They gonna beg regionally. Like, he gonna have to fly a sign in different states now. It's ridiculous, man. Like, nah, we saw what happened, man. We already know what it is. I already knew that was coming, and I told you that. I said, like, nah, y'all are gonna get stuck in town in Deming, and then the people in Deming, they don't want them there. This is facts. Tell me when I'm wrong. This is why he couldn't be a man and come up here and talk, and just be respectful and have a conversation. Like, that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, like, we already know who's who. We already know who's tough. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like with the situation with Mr. Jackson, and the son. I mean, you have to. We all have to have respect. We all have to understand. Hey, we're all trying. We're just trying to make it. All this other stuff and hippity hoopla nonsense is nonsense. Just like, I don't have to be patient when it comes to my money and what I work for. I mean, it's just a fact. Like, if people can't catch up to me and my intellect and my genius, I don't need to be patient. See, that's what they're saying. They're saying, just be patient while we do nothing. No, that's not how America runs. No, that's not how it works. I could say and do whatever I want if you're not doing your part and doing your job. It's that simple. There's no patience involved. This is how you get things done, folks. Be a grown man. If you can't make a living being a mechanic locally, you think throwing massive gas money, right, on top of an already failing endeavor, right, is a good idea. Right. Preach, honey. Exactly. Not to mention the extra wear and tear on their vehicle going outside of Deming will create. Exactly my point. And he's on a pipe dream, fake power trip that doesn't exist, with zero power or no power. And you're gonna now take a van that doesn't work and go on tour, basically just going in the middle of nowhere, right? And you're going to just struggle wherever you go and do exactly the same thing. This is why I told you, Charles, and this is what God saw, and God is never, ever going to let you forget it or live it down. You cannot manage that land. You don't have land, you have a patch of grass. The land surrounding it belongs to the government. Okay. And if Christina and I choose, because I think it's actually all right land out there, it's just you don't own that land. if we choose, we will buy that in our sleep. We could buy all this surrounding property, right? Until, well, I mean, business is business, right? So clearly the competition would, be squeezed out. That's a business term, right? And you wouldn't have a choice but to sell it. I mean, you're not understanding. If I want that property, I'm gonna get it. I mean, it's just common sense. I mean, it's not a big deal. We can get nicer properties than that, way nicer. You know what I mean? But I'm saying it's like it's not like it was all your idea or something. Nah, I just saw it. I thought, oh, that's cool. Like I think that it's land that could actually be used. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and you're out in the middle of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And like that can be advantages to me and what I do, being Batman. Seriously. Oh, and did I tell you that I found? Is this okay that I read this, honey? If you can tell me. 6-year-old video. Yeah, I remember. I remember that video. I've seen it. It circulates. Yeah, it circulates because he says my name in it. I think, since apparently I control the algorithm, because I'm a superstar and I'm famous. Something that he's in denial of and very upset about. 6 years later, and you're still on the same exact trip. Exactly. He's on the same script too. That's what it is. It's a script that they all follow. It's nonsense. It's like they're all acting. Like that's the thing. That stuff don't fly out here. You talk to me, you talk in reality. You know what I mean? Like you haven't grown any in 6 years. Exactly. Thank you. That's the truth. Yeah. She said 6-year-old video stating that Charles won't, it is what it is. I mean, he doesn't know any martial arts or none of that in the first place. He's like, oh, I still like Tyree. You don't just like me, you obsessed. You don't just like me, you look up to me and admire me. You want to be me. I mean, you said it yourself. I mean, word for word, you narcs telling yourself, and you already said what it is. You got to understand, like I said, this isn't a back and forth. It's a fun thing for me because I just talk about you and use you as like the symbol of what not to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I make a career doing radio at the end of the day on It's kind of separate from everything else I do. But I am a radio show host. And I like to talk about folks when I can. It's not a thing that I've ever made a habit of doing. Really, it's not my thing. Really, I don't like it or enjoy it, but I just know that I can build a career doing it sometimes. So it is what it is. So it works its way in. Dude hasn't changed one bit. Right. 6 years. I'll check it out, honey, afterwards. That's hilarious. Yeah, that was my point to him. That's what I said too in a couple of these shows. I said bro, all this time has gone by and you're in the same boat. That was exactly my point. I agree with you 100%. That's what I've been telling him. I'm like, all this time and you're still in the same exact boat. I mean, you got to think that really is pretty crazy. That's surreal. But that's the thing. Yeah, they don't grow. They don't know how. Their growth is, stunted. They don't know how to evolve. In the time that, you know, they've all been begging every day, I done made and spent millions of dollars. But they want to talk as if they can say anything. I don't get what that is, brother. You're not being realistic at all. That's what they do. They want to omit all of reality to make themselves feel better. I mean, that's fine. More power to you. Just don't bring it around me because I ain't gonna play like that. That's common sense. See what I'm saying? Nah, brother. I've made millions upon millions in my life, bro. I'm the only self-made trillionaire ever existed. Get it right. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. We stay making bread. Real talk. Yeah, we getting paid right now. But you're not making videos dedicated, right? Saying the same stuff after 6 years. Exactly. You have a radio program, so it's way different. Imagine learning nothing in 6 years. I was shocked. Yeah, and the thing that's even crazier is he say he know martial arts, but he don't. Like, what's your excuse? Like, let's check this out, honey. What do you think about this? Like, let's entertain this idea, right? If he has nowhere to go and nothing going on, which he doesn't, if he claims to know martial arts and you want YouTube fame and accolades so badly, right? Okay, why don't you get what you need, and why don't you you know, come down here and join my league. I own my own league. Why don't you do that? Because it's all fugazi. Because he already knows what it is. Everybody does. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, like I'm a grown man. Like I'm all right. Like I have time to come out here and do stuff like that. Like I can have events. I can create my own events. I can have my own parties at a certain point once we get our money right. But he can't do that. He's literally still running around as a grown man just trying to barely get by every single day. It's different. Like I didn't mooch. I did everything myself. Seriously, I paid cash for everything. Like we're not the same. We have nothing in common. And that's what Christina knows. That's why she's speaking up and telling y'all, because I know she feels passionately and strongly about it, because it's just what's right. If the date wasn't on that video, I would have thought it was made yesterday. Yeah, he's the same dude. For real. If he knows martial arts, where's the content to back that? Exactly. Where's the content to back that up, Mr. Wofford? You see, this is the thing. You keep talking, and then you want other folks to walk away, but that's not how it works. They all don't understand how reality works. Like as long as you keep talking, we're gonna keep talking. It's that simple. I have no problem with it because I'm getting paid for this talking, and you're not. You see the point? Like that's the thing. You have no point to prove. No point has been proven. You haven't stated anything. You haven't issued a public statement. You're just talking. What's the point? There has to be a point to what you do. You know when I told y'all it has to make sense, and they tried to say things, oh ha ha he he. No, it's getting proven to you. I told you. See, it has to make sense because if it doesn't make sense, see, you won't get the results. It's hard enough to survive and get by. It's even harder when you want to deny reality. You folks aren't making it. You're doing everything off the strength of others. It's ridiculous. You're grown. There isn't any. Right. There's no content to back up what any of his claims or what he says, right? Just like he claims he's a mechanic, honey, but he lost two vans. A mechanic that lost two vans, imagine that. And they got the other one over there talking about oh, it's good to see a man not do this, but it's exactly what they do every day, so forget that. And work hard or whatever or labor for his money. Why is that good to see? He's a grown man. I mean, you should be retired like I am basically. You shouldn't I mean, you should be able to get money easier. I mean, me at this point, like I literally talk and make videos and get money. Why would I need to do that if that's not what I do and how I came up? Like that doesn't mean anything. That just means that you didn't have the knowledge base to build businesses this way, the right way. That's really truly what it means. It just means that you're way behind. So I don't get it. I mean, I woke up 6 a.m. every day and did temp labor for years, made thousands upon thousands of dollars. I don't get what does that have to do anything. I paid off property taxes doing that and lived in a shelter while I did it. I mean, that's a man. Isn't that nice to see? See, your opinions are completely biased because they're not even real opinions. You don't even believe what you're saying. What is the purpose of that? Like they really respect me at the utmost level and they can't just, be mature and say so. Like that's odd, bro. You understand? I don't even take in that energy, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm Batman in real life and reality, and these are just regular folks. It's just different. We're not even in the same playing field at all in any regard. You know what I mean? They're all fans. I'm a celebrity. Uh, if he knows martial arts, where's it at? There isn't any, right? You do live demonstrations, right? Teaching sessions. You back up your claims. He backs up that he's, yeah, in his feelings about Tyree Sneed. Exactly. His reality is that he says things, backs up none of it, and has been obsessed with Tyree Sneed going on 6 years that I can prove. And I can prove it with his own videos. We're going to have a field day in court. He has to come to court too. I don't think he doesn't even understand that. He walked into a federal indictment. You have to come to court, brother. See, this is the thing. These folks really are working with these companies and these legal organizations, and they thought they was on something, and there's nothing you can do. Like I told you, and you're wasting your time, and you're not going to create anything. You're just going to create more evidence for us in court. Like, why are you speaking this way? Why are you doing this? Do you get what I'm saying? This is all about me. This is all about the fact that these people don't want to, just talk the right way. You got to allow me to have my time, my rest. like adequate everything I need. Like, come on, man, it's been done in front of you. Like they want to deplete my resources. They've tried to do all this stuff concerning my finances. I mean, still to date, they're not donating me anything that's substantial. I need money right now. Like I said, I got like 20 something dollars in my bank account. You know what I'm gonna do today? Get like one thing to eat and make that and eat it, and that's about it. And then eat whatever I got what I already bought, which is just little snacks and stuff. Maybe some peanut butter and stuff like that. Maybe some chocolate I might have left. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, like some ice cream. You know what I mean? But like that's what I'm saying. Like when you talking to a grown man and I'm where I'm at, I'm next to Mexico, and like I said, like I can't work here. They won't let me. So we all know what it is. So why would you take that and try to warp it and then change it into something that it's not? This is not me not doing anything. That's your situation. This is me rising to the occasion. This is me creating something out of nothing. This is me working hard every day. I work hard for every dime I earn, every single dime I earn. You just don't understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like they say things that they know aren't true for what purpose? To get a reaction. Those days are over, man. Like I said, you've done as much as you can do. I mean, if you haven't gained anything or been able to move off that, it is what it is. Because the thing you're not understanding is that I'm me. I'm Batman for real in reality. So I talk the way I want and I do what I want, and that's concerning anyone anywhere. Like, no, I'm going to tell folks reality of who they're speaking to. This is what I do for a living. Like seriously, like it's just the truth. I'm an enforcer. So we're not the same. We have two totally different careers. I'm James Bond. What does James Bond do? I do the same thing James Bond does. I can't hide that. I can't act like, you know what I mean? I can't be like, oh no, everything is cute over here. It's not. I'm James Bond. James Bond does what James Bond does. It's like in the film, she even asked him, like, well, can you do this? And James Bond said, well, usually that happens. I mean, it's just the truth. We know what I do. We know what I am. This is what I was born as. My dad was the same thing. This is what my whole family is. I know what I am. You don't got to sit there and make it a big thing about what I am. I know what I am. I'll tell you straight up what I am. Anybody. So I serve one function. That's what I do. So how are we the same? You know what I'm saying? Like, Mr. Wofford here, he's a regular dude. He's a regular civilian. You're not me. You're dealing with two totally different animals. And that's the thing. They want to sit there and they want to talk some way. And it's funny. It's entertaining. They want to pretend like they can talk it away, but they all know reality. And that's why they're so phased, because they know what I do. They know I'm the divine enforcer of divine law. They know that it's all real as it gets. And that's the thing. They want to play with something real, hoping that it will result in me, whatever, taking a loss or having to go through things or having, some kind of whatever come from it, some burden or whatever, or just all the same things every day. And I just don't have time to worry about it. I just move with God and I stand on everything I've said and done. It was the right thing to do. And I'm going to continue to move forward, because I think that all of you, quite frankly, are full of it. I don't think anything you say exists. None of you, especially these companies. That's the point. Is that y'all will act like you have a premise, but if you had a premise, we would have known already. We would have known by now. Don't you think, honey? We would have known. It's all hippity hoopla nonsense. None of it exists. They just say things that aren't real. I agree. Christina said, right. Yeah. All right. Christina is saying that she's using your own words, Mr. Wofford, and she's winning basically. I have to talk a certain way on here. But yeah, no, honey, I'm not going to say that. But we got to protect our business, honey, at all costs. We got to make sure that we're doing things right on here. It's just that simple. This is about getting money. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. But I understand what you're saying. I have another channel where we can talk more freely and say whatever we like, but not on this one. This is my business. This is what we're here to do, is win. You understand? We're here to win, and we're going to win the right way. You know what I mean? We don't have no room for error. We don't make mistakes. But yeah, like I said, it's just funny. It's funny that homeboy doesn't seem to understand or comprehend it, and it's just hilarious. It really is. It truly is. It's funny. But yeah, We gonna keep on getting our money. That's all. But I love you, honey, more than anything. Are you feeling okay? I hope you're feeling all right. But yeah, I mean, the truth is, I'm not even concerned with none of them folks. I just talk about it when I want because it's funny and people pay attention and it gets views. You know, that's the thing. Like, I'm me. I don't really get caught up in the nonsense, man. That stuff doesn't do anything for me. You know, I don't have any desire or need to say anything to anyone. It's all irrelevant to me. You know, I'm about money making. I'm about success. I'm about business endeavors. I'm about love. I'm about reality. I'm about truth. I'm about perseverance. Like, we're just not the same. I have a full-fledged career, so that's the thing you understand is it's at a point, honey. It's not about what you can and can't say or what you can and can't do on here or anywhere. It's more about just who I am and being myself. You know, it's about the fact that I have no desire, and that's not me, to talk anyway. None. I have a desire to make money. I have a desire to do business. I have a desire to advance, and that's why I continue to. You know what I mean? Like, it makes perfect sense, but for me, what I'm doing, every decision, like, we got to approach this all completely correct and make sure that it's completely cleaned up on here because that's how we going to prevail and succeed. That's the thing. There's no room for error. No, we can't do that. We got to make sure that we doing things right. That's what they want. That's my whole point. These folks, they just want to throw you off your square. They just want to trick you off your throne, and I'm not in that business. Hold on, let me see your messages. Yeah, you're fine, honey. I thought it was funny too. I mean, it's the truth. It really is the truth. But yeah, you don't have to explain. But thank you. I already know. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, these folks, they just try to create situations that aren't there all the time. You know, it's just like the whole idea was to paint me some way that I'm not, say that I'm this and that when that's them and the people who are talking and doing it and have no business speaking on me. And it's all just really been very obvious, you know, for years and the whole time. So I mean, it's pretty simplistic, man. None of it is difficult to comprehend or digest. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, y'all want to talk, but like, look at this bike, bro. Look, this is chrome, bro. It says Outer Limit Mongoose. So you want to talk about expanding a business, right? Right. But somebody gifted me this bike. They just gave it to me. They said, "Here you go. You can have it." Look how nice that emblem is on the front. And you got to understand, this is real business. This is not me just saying nonsense or overcompensating like these folks. Like, I don't have nothing. I need to show you something to pretend I have value. This is like, you see them logos, how nice they are? Like, look at that. We gonna have logos nicer than that. You see the logo for Sneed Enterprises, right? We gonna have real logos, like logos that look nice. Look, this is all chromed out. It's all chrome, right? Like, you don't get, like, I could end up like chroming out the rims on stuff like this. Like, the point and purpose of this is we trying to get all the bicycles we can. Up to what, like six now? I think I got six bikes in inventory. They all messed up. They got all sorts of issues, but money will fix that in 5 seconds. You take that to a bike shop, they'll get all this fixed. Look at this. Look at this attribute right here. That's pretty cool. And that's all it takes. I mean, for a bat pod, see, they're very similar. This is what folks don't get. The concept's very similar. You get a bat pod, it's the same thing. All you got to do is have that part that's running through the wheel, right? And then it has to be able to move, right? And the wheel has to spin, and you have bigger wheels. So bicycles and bat pods are not far apart at all. That's what these folks don't want to talk about and don't get. So when I get the bikes, right? When we get our money and we get the money up and God gives me the budget, then I can purchase the engines. So I can get electrical engines. They got them new kits now that you can just place the thing here right on top Right next to that, see that phone holder costs like 30 bucks. You want to talk about money, but you see everything here costs money, right? That's a bulletproof vest that costs thousands of dollars. You won't find one less than 5, 10 G's, right? So I paid thousands of dollars for that bulletproof vest, right? Level 3A. I paid about 30 bucks for that phone holder. This bike was given to me free. I didn't have to pay a dime. That's a hustler. You see how everything I provide myself out, cash out my own pocket off hard work. Everything I do is like boss moves. You know what I mean? This is chrome. The other bike I got is a GMC Denali, top of the line bike. It really don't get no better than that. It's a lot bigger. It's got bigger wheels, but the wheels are more thin. I asked God, remember I said I need a bike. Man, this dude is, what is this? But the point is, I told God I need a bike with thicker tires. God provides, homie. Remember y'all when I said I need a bike with thicker tires, that way nothing just makes it go flat all the time. At least not all the time. Like these thicker ones, these bikes will last forever. I don't care what nobody tell you. Like he said that the back wheel was messed up. It don't look messed up. It has a little issue. I can feel it kind of, but it's moving. It's working, it's moving, it's getting the job done. That's God, bro. And he gave me two scooters that not like electric or anything, just the little ones, but the wheels on those work good too. You know what I mean? The little silver ones, and they're pretty cool looking. Like, I can't like, I'm not gonna ride them all the way out here or nothing, but like they'd be fun just to mess around in the neighborhood and stuff. I could do my live riding one if I wanted. Well, not really, because I got to hold the phone. But my point is, like I said, 30 bucks right there. Everything comes out of my own pocket. Brand new bicycle. I got like 6 bikes in inventory now, all like $200, $300 worth. I guarantee you this one, if you look it up, it's worth a little bit of money, right? And this is all chrome. So I could get chrome rims on my bicycles, right? And like I would never do a company with anything mobile, I figured out. I don't want to do a company with scooters and bikes because then you're held responsible for what happens, like the lawsuit I may be filing on that scooter store, by the way. I'm good. I don't want to get into that as a business. It's not a smart business. It's just that simple. It was just a joke. It was something fun. And I'm just competitive and I enjoyed it at the time and that was it. Like they can have that. I'm good. It's not a good idea as a business. But my whole point is this is not a business. This is for me, for my own stuff and to customize them over time. So I could chrome out the rims when I get my money and when we get all our bread, I can get engines, I can get gas or electric, and I can attach them, right? Or I can build them in where you have the kit where the electric thing is right here, sits right here, and then all of a sudden this becomes an electric bicycle. So then I can purchase any kind of bike I want, make it electric, and voila, you have a portable bat pod just like that. In other words, if I'm in a city, right, I don't have to necessarily have a bat pod. I'm not going to spend millions of dollars for a tumbler and all that nonsense, clearly, right? Common sense, right? Think about it. So well, that's the thing. Like they trying to sell the tumbler from the Batman thing for like 3 million. That's silly. I can build those. We can build tumblers. It just takes paneling. Real talk. You can use like military paneling. You can use aircraft paneling that's actually proof for everything. Like y'all don't get. We're gonna be. I do a bunch of research, so I'm gonna be really building this stuff. So when I get a bike, it's not like a small thing. It's a big deal for me because it's like every time I get another bike, that's more resources for what I'm doing for my business. Though every bicycle I get, I can turn into a bat pod of sorts that moves fast as hell in the future. That's what y'all don't understand. So that's why I'm collecting them. I have like 6 of them now, bro. And I'm just getting started. I want like hundreds of them, like literally hundreds of them. Hmm. Yeah, and it's awesome because it don't cost me no money to store them. I've already got everything set up because guess what? I'm a boss and I worked my entire life since I was 16. So that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, this little chrome bike, I can make it look awesome. And it means we have bikes. Christina and I got bikes already for Christina to ride with me when we go out, right? That we just fix them up and then she'll have a bike. She don't even have to buy one. Like I want my baby to be good. I want her to already have nice bicycles that are fixed up and ready to go where she doesn't have to go buy a brand new one for too expensive. For what? It's a waste of money. Like, yeah, we have the money, even if we have it. I mean, why should we throw money away if we don't have to? You know, we just get them fixed, pay to have them fixed, and we've already got bikes that are safe and good to ride. So I don't understand what anybody is talking about because you see me showing the way to go. Everybody should be watching me. Everybody should be behind me. Everybody should be donating to me because if I win, you win. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like these people just, I don't know what they talking about. If I win, all the people win, man. You know what I mean? But the tires look great. Like I said, I got some air in them yesterday. Like I'm resourceful. I'll be figuring stuff out. It's got the backlight on it for nighttime for the little reflective light. Like it's already set up. Everything is perfect. And I already had the phone holder, so I just moved it on there. And I had the extra thing to put in there to where it'll hold and stay in my wallet. It's just coincidence, right? No, that's God. So see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just think things happen for a reason a lot of times. And like I said, these folks don't get like that's the thing. You got to be resourceful. Like if you're Batman, like that's the thing. Let's say we show up in Arizona, right? Let's say we go to Phoenix, honey, and we pull up in Phoenix. Let's say I want to go to Scottsdale, right? So let's say we come up through Phoenix, right? And we in a hotel in Phoenix, and I'm like, I want to do a Batman mission here. So I want to go out as Batman, but I want to do this for real, right? Well, how do we do that quickly? Get a bike, right? Get the electric bike kit or whatever. I mean, what we would probably do is just purchase an electric bike. We're gonna have money to get everything we need, or electric scooter, or like I said, I'll have a motorcycle. I mean, is really what it is, and we're gonna build bat pods. But my point is just this all ties in to the mechanic part, right? See, actual mechanics, knowing mechanics, right? Of how to build these things. So the more I learn about bicycles and the movement, and I'm learning how to I'm trying to learn how to build and create free energy in my own engines. So y'all don't understand that all this bicycle stuff is tied into directly building bat pods, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I want to build bat pods, and I will build my own Batmobiles and my own fleet of cars. I might start my own independent car company with Christina. Everything is with Christina. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. They have bike tours you can go on around New York City for historical sites. I'd love to do that together. Yeah, stuff like that too. That's what I'm saying. I would love to do that. Yeah. With you, of course. That would be a dream come true. I would love to do that. Yeah, just I would love the chance to be able to do normal stuff like that. I never got to. Never. Even when I had money, I just never did it. Was too busy, wasn't in the right, just wasn't in the right place to do it. And I didn't have any support or love, as you can see. So yeah, I would love to do that. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for Christina. I mean, I don't know what folks are talking about. I mean, that's the thing. You just got to learn. They got to learn how to be positive, man. I mean, like I said, that's a chrome bike, bro. That's chrome, like literal chrome. Like that's awesome, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get where I can build all these things. That's the thing. I want to take that metal shaping class in Boston, honey, with you, right? And I want to learn how to do metal shaping. I want us to get the machine, and then we can build our own frames for vehicles, and that's what we're going to do. We'll have like our own garage, but I want it to be one that we like, that I pick and we can work in, that I feel comfortable and good. And we'll be comfortable. We'll have whatever you need, to eat, drink, and we'll just sit there all day building, these vehicles and building these bat pods and different things. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people don't understand. I'm not trying to just have money and sit around. I'm trying to start a production line. That's what people don't get. Like, no, this bicycle thing is just the start of something beautiful because it's like a hobby, but it's turning into something of major proportions and scale because that's the same concept I'm going to be doing with bat pods and manufacturing cars. Like you're not listening, y'all don't get it because it's on another level. People ain't thinking like this. Like what I'm saying is I'm so resourceful. If Batman shows up in Phoenix, right, and I say, "Hey, we need to do a mission." Man, I could just order me whatever. I could open a PO box there where I'm at, order me electric engine for a bike or whatever, you know what I mean? And I could literally go buy a bicycle, right? Wait for the parts to come in for the electrical engine to come in, and then I just attach the engine. Once I know how to do all this stuff, I'll know how to do it. And then voila, you've got a bat pod. It's a bat pod. It's all you need. Real talk. You can get a bike that's shaped like that too, right? I'm gonna go in here because he's just throwing. Hold up. So I do want to maybe try to train a little today, or maybe we'll focus on the martial arts today. Maybe we can do a class. Let me go in here for a sec. Man, that stuff gonna get all over my mask too. Hold up. All right. Take my mask with me. I don't want grass all over my mask. So, yeah, like I said, it's all just building businesses, man. Like, I know how to build businesses, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if folks want to copy me, I mean, that's their thing. But, like, you don't got to copy me. Just, learn how to be, learn how to act, and that's it. And if you do that, you'll get somewhere. What they should be doing is listening to me, because I know what I'm doing. Bicycling is great exercise also. One of my favorite hobbies, actually, way more fun than running a treadmill. Exactly. That's really the main reason I'm doing it, honey, because it's something that we can do together, and I know that. Like I said, we're going to have so much money. It's not like we're going to need to ride a bike. I mean, like I'm going to have a motorcycle. I already know. We're going to have what we need, everything. I want you to have everything you need. That's my first concern. That's my main thing. So they don't get like, I'm building this for her. That way, she already has bicycles to ride. And she ain't riding without me. I mean, you're gonna ride with me because I want to make sure you're safe at all times. So I have to be your eyes and ears, and I got to pay attention to the street and everything around us. Says you're only doing it with me, and I don't want to be riding in the street anyway when I'm with you. I want us to go to trails, places that are safe, and you still got to look out because there's people everywhere. Like we'll ride on the trail in Austin, honey, like I did as a kid. That'll be super fun. And then go watch a baseball game or something. It's regular chill stuff. Go eat barbecue. Chill out in the area I grew up in near Trailside Drive and all that. The area is beautiful. It's pretty nice. Where the Peter Pan mini golf is, we'll go there. I'll take you there. That'll be a dream come true. I grew up going there. Love that place. It's got the Peter Pan statue. But yeah, like I said, man, I mean, these folks will never get it, man. They don't understand. Like it all comes naturally to me. And yeah, like I said, I already got 6 bicycles. And that was just a hustle I developed. That's part of what I'm doing here. Like I want to collect bicycles, yes, because it's going to come in handy and it'll have us where I have bikes for Christina to ride. So I'm doing my job. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, man. I mean, the question is, when will Charles do what he's supposed to do? Yeah. New York City is a walking and biking city. Yeah, that's what I mean. They stop for walkers and bikers and no one dares drive in the bike lane. Exactly. Because they actually know a little bit how to run a city. That's just the truth. Yeah. Other cities are the same way. Right, good. It's not like down here, exactly. It'd be easier. So I'm looking forward to it all. What do you think about the bike, honey? Do you like it? Isn't it cool? It's chrome. Like it's literal chrome. Like a dude stopped yesterday and even told me, he's like, yeah, that's chrome, dude. Like, it's a really nice bike. And my friend out here, he just gave it to me. Yeah, I get you, honey. Good. The bike is awesome. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Yeah, it's a cool one, right? And I got it for free. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, my homeboy did hook me up. He did something for me. I appreciate it. He's a grown man. He's cool. He owns his own restaurant and company. Cool dude. You know what I mean? It looks like he has a lot of responsibility on his plate. So I appreciate him doing that. I don't know how long this guy over here is going to take. But yeah, like I said, I mean, we just do things differently over here. I run my own businesses my own way. I do things in an unorthodox way. I'm glad you like it, honey. Thank you. Truly, I'm glad. Right? It's exactly what I do. But yeah, I'm glad you like it. It's a good bike. That GMC Denali is awesome too. I really like that one better almost, but it's a lot quicker and it's a lot bigger. The wheels are bigger. It's perfect. I mean, that one is literally like a bat pot, and it's angled the right way with the handlebars the right way. But like I said, I need my other homeboy to help me get the inner tubes for it. It's the only way that I can get it done. So we'll see what happens. And he'll probably help me with that. Golly, bro. He'll probably help me with that at some point. And like, that's the thing, like money will help a lot of things right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I hope that God hears my cry, man. I mean, he keeps telling me this money is like just about to come. He said, it's coming sooner than you think. And I don't know, it's some blessing or something. I don't even think it's, I think it's not even, I don't even think it's all connected, but I think it's something else. I don't know. I think it's some kind of money that's owed to me. So I don't know. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, let me check my email real quick and see what they said regarding that settlement, because they're talking nonsense. Hold on. Yeah, see, thank you, honey. That is going to help. Yeah, with this settlement lawsuit thing, I just read the email and they're talking about there was no recognized loss or something like that. Like, you see what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's the thing. Like, they can say whatever they want. That's all they do is talk this fake jargon. You can say whatever you want. Why would I have to take a loss to receive a settlement? It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make any sense. They talk about dates. I already gave you the paperwork for the dates that you asked for. So it falls within the dates, and then you're talking about a loss. What does that mean, a loss? I own the shares. So any loss that happened at that time, then yes, I sustained that. So what are you talking about? Makes no sense. The company went bankrupt. So I'm pretty sure that the stock took a loss. So like I said, they can talk all the fake talk they want, but at the end of the day, this is reality, right? I'm going to take all these matters to court. I'm filing lawsuits for sure, guaranteed, because they need to make coherent sense. All of them. They're just talking, right? They're not making any sense. They're just looking for nuances and loopholes. Do you see? And this is the truth, to make sure that I don't get paid. That's what all these companies are doing, because I'm being targeted. And I'm going to prove it in court. Like, I've had enough. So at the end of the day, they can say whatever they like, but what they don't get is when these other companies too involve themselves and do what they've done. I mean, no, they're the ones walking into a federal indictment. They're the ones who are going to be facing felony charges, right? Because this is a federal lawsuit. And when you tamper with that, that's also a felony. You see what I'm saying? So like, people don't understand. I don't have to fall back or backpedal or watch my mouth or anything, because you're in the middle of a federal lawsuit that's being created, bro. Self-awareness would go a long way. And this is the thing. I'm on the offensive. So that's why they pretend, because they feel phased about it. But no, like I said, they can say whatever they want. At the end of the day, any loss that was sustained, I would have experienced because I owned the shares, correct? Do you get what I'm saying? That stocks don't take losses for specific people. Okay, and you can't change the dates. You already said the date, you were provided the paperwork. So whatever dates you're talking about, there's no need to repeat. If you're changing them, like I said, that's illegal. That's the truth. That's what these companies are doing. They're creating nuances and loopholes that aren't there. You're twisting the law. And that's a fact. So no, I think that they're going to have to pay me still. I truly do. I really believe that what they're doing is illegal, just like all these other companies, right? And I think that I'm catching them in that 100%. I mean, that's the thing. You can't just say, oh, well, whatever happens, we're going to create some loophole and make up some yada yada nonsense that doesn't exist to make sure he don't get paid and get any money. That's what they're doing. It's clear as day. You can say what you want, but when we get in court and we're actually in front of each other, I can prove what I'm saying. Yeah, and I think they're worried too. I truly do. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. They'd be like, if you have any questions, you can contact the office. Contact the office for what? So I can get more folks saying things that make no coherent sense? It's just very simple. If I held the stock shares within a time period, it's common sense, right? Then I need to be compensated for them. That's it. I don't know what you're talking about. Stocks don't take losses for specific people or specific interests. Okay, the whole company went bankrupt. That's the loss. Everything I'm talking is a fact. You understand? Like, I get that there can be nuances. I get that there can be loopholes, But there's no way that it's this prevalent. No, I'm being targeted. That's a fact. I'm being targeted. It's fake. I'm not emailing them nothing. I don't. No, I don't. Don't worry about it, honey. I'm not telling them nothing. I'm not talking to none of these companies no more. Because every time I talk, they want to start creating more nonsense and trying to cause me more issues. I'm good. I ain't got nothing to say to them. I'm gonna take all the matters to court. That's what we have to do. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna waste my time. Like that's the thing. You know what I mean? It's just odd in general. It's very odd. And no, honey, I did not lose my investment. I didn't lose a dime. That's the thing. I spent my money. Oh no, I made my money. I sustained a little bit of a loss. I think like when I was in jail. That was about it. But no, I didn't lose a whole investment. I don't believe I did. No, I pulled out the money. I was smart. I know, honey, you're fine. I get it, but I'm just telling you, like, we have to do all this my way, all of it. I'm not gonna. I know what I'm doing. I'm not about to talk to these companies no more. They've already proven that. I'm not speaking to companies at any point now. They say what they say. That's cool. They can say what they want. I'm not emailing them back. I'm not calling them. I'm not writing them back. Nothing. You understand? Like, no, this is the issue because they all want to sit there and make no coherent sense and then act like I'm supposed to be okay with that and be patient. No, I have no need. There's no patience involved. I'm all good. I'm gonna get my money. Don't worry. I'm not worried about them. I don't need none of these settlements or none of that nonsense. You understand? Like I said, you're gonna get your money. We're gonna have money. God is gonna bless me regardless. God is if God wants me to have bread, He gonna figure out another way. He gonna give me what I rightfully deserve regardless. So I ain't worried about it. They already said I got some kind of money coming to me. So I don't know. I think it's more money on top of what you're negotiating. So yeah, I ain't worried about it. I don't need a dime from none of these companies. That's why it's so weird how they saying that this is going on and this. Bro, I don't even need nothing from you people. These are all matters that you created. Ugh, it was so easy. All these folks had to do was just do their job and we good. You know what I mean? Like it don't make no sense. You can't just, get on phones and not make any sense and then act like other people are responsible. No, that's not how it works. So, like I said, we got to keep on teaching these companies and people how it works in America, and it's that simple. But that's why I say like it has to be done my way because I know exactly what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I know you do too. And I'm glad that you're trying to help, honey. I understand. I'm totally with you. I understand. I want you to try to help, but I'm just saying we got to do things my way. That's just how we do things over here. Sneed way. Sneed way works. It really does. I know what I'm doing. I ain't worried about none of these companies. That's all. They can do whatever they want. I don't need a dime from them. Like that's the whole point. Like that's the thing with me. I just don't back down. So like I said, for them to say the things that they've said and keep on creating these fake situations and doing all that, that's way too much, man. That stuff is really unnecessary, bro. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Like, no, I just don't back down. I have no need. For what? I'm in the right. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you something, they know I'm in the right. I think that's what they're all worried about. Real talk. Man, how many circles is homeboy gonna go in today, bro? It's kind of getting old, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, folks, just everywhere you go, bro, people don't be making sense, man, at all. Really? Seriously, annoying as hell, bro. So yeah, man, I think people just don't understand. Like me, I don't exercise patience. I don't have any patience with nobody about nothing. I don't have to be. I've been patient. I've been patient my entire life. Look where it got me. That's the whole point. I'm not being patient no more. I'm gonna let folks know quick, right off the bat. I'm here. This is what I'm bringing to the table. This is what I'm about. What's up? You know what I mean? That's why I don't waste no time. And that's the way you got to be. We gonna get our money. Don't worry. We gonna be filthy rich no matter what. You know what I mean? They want to elongate the process. That's what they always do. Like I said, the process is building me anyway. It's what built Batman. You feel me? But no, honey, I love you more than anything. I know you're just trying to help, like I tell you all the time, and I appreciate you. It'll never be a situation where I'm upset or I feel some way and it's misdirected. I don't do that. I don't do misdirection. You know what I mean? But if I'm on something, just back me up in it. That's all. And I know that's what you always try to do. So, no, you do everything right, honey. It's got nothing to do with you. It's these people. But I'm definitely beyond tired of it. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. They need, truly, they all need to learn respect. Like real talk. Like, you gotta, I'm a different dude. I'm not a regular civilian. Like, you gotta talk to me a certain way. Like, you gotta understand who I am. Like, I come from nothing but money. All I do is make money, and money don't make me. I make money. So, like, I've been ultra successful. So that's the thing. Like, when people talk, they be trying to talk like they know something I don't know. None of these folks know anything I don't know. I'm a genius. I'm running circles around all. That's the truth. So that's what I'm saying. Like, no, that's the truth. I was targeted by corporate America and the government, and these folks are trying to not let me do what I need to do. They've been depleting my resources. This is in front of the whole world. That's why this is a federal lawsuit at Supreme Court, because my case is easy to prove. Guess what? We got divine confirmation yesterday, honey. Reading came out. What did the reading say? It said, you're going to win in court. It said, speak your truth. So I'm going to win. All this stuff was supposed to happen. And kind of like what you were talking about, what happened today with you, that's the thing, is some of these things I think are blessings in disguise, and they're going to end up helping my case. See, no, the way that I'm acting and my behaviors and what I'm saying and doing makes perfect sense, because I'm trying to defend my assets, which I have to at all costs. I'm trying to defend myself and stand up for myself, and I have no choice. And they know it, and they're trying to take advantage of that. So that goes into the federal lawsuit. It doesn't matter what the system does at this point. The system can't stop me because I'm already bigger than the system. You see the point here? See, I'm outsmarting them. They all think that they're doing something trying to gain leverage, but I'm allowing them to, because they're walking right into a federal indictment. This is how you play chess, not checkers, people. This is how you play ball. Real talk. This is how you win. These folks are never going to win nothing. Ever. They're not going to win. I don't know how long dude is going to take, man. I'm waiting on him, bro. I can't do nothing with what he's doing. But yeah, we gonna be all right, honey. I ain't worried about it. Straight up, it'll be fine. Like I said, I made it this far, right? God gave me the strength. I made it this far. That's the thing they don't even understand. The establishments, the system, it can't do nothing but help me. It can't. Y'all got so many resources that you should be using to help me anyway. Y'all should be feeding me. They should be taking care of me. I should have free government housing like the rest of these folks, right? That this whole country is geared towards helping, but they won't do nothing for me. This is my country. I saw a video of a dude saying it too in front of all of them the other day. He was on a committee or something. It was like a press conference for people to speak. And he stood up and he told them, honey, what I've been saying for years, and you can't even say it on here, right? When we should have freedom of speech on here and off. These companies have too much creative control. It's ridiculous. Y'all don't run nothing and nobody. What are you talking about? Like, that's the thing. No, we have to follow your rules while we deal with you, and that's it. I don't work for nobody. I work for myself. You understand? That's just what it is, so we can get our money. You know what I mean? We don't listen to no one. We do what we want. Always. So if you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna do it 20,000 times until you learn your lesson, until you learn reality. No, I'm Batman's on this world to teach lessons to folks. These people are regular people, bro. They ain't on nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. I'm telling you the truth, bro. This is all gonna come out in Supreme Court. I'm gonna have my lawsuits, and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna speak the truth, and I'm gonna speak about what's actually happened to me. And that's the thing. When you got a grown man like me, and I already got it hard enough, and I'm down here next to the border of Mexico. Okay, listen very carefully. It's not hard to figure out. And I can't work down here. They won't let me. And you're going to tell me that I work harder than everyone down here, everyone, anyone. I work harder than all y'all put together every day. And you're going to tell me that all this money I'm owed for my teenage years, I never got one red cent. I never got money from nothing. I never got a settlement. I went through what I went through with the truck. They didn't give me nothing. I went through what I went through, and like, I'm gonna prove everything court. Then I went through what I went through with the other thing. They didn't give me nothing. They just literally stopped me from being able to pay for an asset that I own. So I'm losing assets because of them actually arranging and manipulating the system, which is illegal and a felony. I don't care if you're a company. I don't care what. You cannot do that, and not that's breaking the law. So they're doing it to themselves. That's the thing. Like when you work for a company and I get you off rhythm, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I've already thrown off the equilibrium. The same way that Illuminati tries to do to us, I do it in a manly way. I've already got your equilibrium thrown off, right? So now you was already kind of discombobulated. So in your emails, you was saying this and that and this, right? And now you just done something that's illegal as hell in this country because you cannot deny me access to pay for an asset I own. It's impossible. You're not going to be able to convince a court. I don't care what they say. They can say whatever they want. I'm tired of y'all making excuses for these corporations. No, they're a corporation. They were formed in the U.S., you claim, then they have to follow the law. If I own a corporation and somebody owns an asset within my corporation, that's the same concept of a bank saying that they cannot access their own money. That's impossible. No, you cannot do that. That is not legal. And what these corporations do every day is they break the law and they do illegal activity. They treat us as debtors when we're actually creditors. And I have to make this stand and have to do what I have to do no matter what the repercussions, no matter what the cost. Because if I don't, we will have a system that's so corrupt you can't see straight like what we have and it will remain. But if I make a stand like I've done, right, because I'm a genius and I know what I'm doing, if I do this and I take every risk and I take it there and I do what I need to do the right way as I've already done, everything's already done, right? Because I made this stand, it will give freedom to people from corporate America. It will give freedom to people to where these corporations can no longer just break the law. Okay? My issue is with corporations and the government. I'm Jason Bourne for real. So you just have to understand that's the thing, is that everybody else is playing and I'm not. No, I have a right to defend myself in this country and I'm going to continue to. I have a right to stand up for what's right, right? And we do not cater to corporate America. You cater to us. You work off my tax dollars. If I didn't pay that 8,500 in land taxes, none of you would even have a job. Don't sit there and tell me nothing. You're silly. Y'all are making no sense. Y'all talk about, I got this job, I got that. Yeah, is that something to brag about? We're in my country, okay? And you're mooching and asking for handouts. It's common sense. What do you think going to happen? Yeah, real Americans are going to stand up. Like I said, that dude, he took the podium or whatever. They put the mic up and he said the truth. He said, this is our country. He said the truth. And he said, you can see the trend and it's a real trend and you can see the way that these other groups act, right? And this is the thing that it's really going to come down to because they're pushing it anyway, right? And I'm not even worried about it. I'm going to speak on it a little and get off of it. I'm not worried about it. It's irrelevant to me. I'm about equality and unity for everybody. You understand? Whoever is here is already here. Like I said, this government never protected our border. Who's ever here is here. We need to find a way to work together. It's just that simple. But yes, I mean, of course, this is our country. I mean, we all actually were born here and grew up here, and this is our land and our territory. So, I mean, in that aspect, you just got to take it back like I'm doing. That's all. It doesn't have to be an argument. You know what I mean? How long is he going to do this? For like 6 hours? Just being honest. He's just driving in circles. And this is what I'm talking about. Exactly this stuff. Like, I get he has a job to do. I get it. But it's not making any sense. I go over there, he's over there. Go over there, he's over there. Just like, I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting so I can start my workout, man. I'm just being honest. I can't have grass flying everywhere while I'm trying to breathe and do my workout, man. But that's what I'm saying. It's a thing in this country that folks don't seem to understand empathy. They don't seem to get that there's other people here. Like, that's the thing I noticed. Like, the minute I walk outside, I see all these different people. They think the world revolves around them. And the funniest part is the world actually revolves around me. I'm God's son. I'm the son of God. So it's just funny. Like, do you think that we're going to be patient? No, we don't have to be. I tell whoever, whatever, wherever I'm at, bro, I'm a big dude. I'm a grown man. I don't care. Yeah, I ain't afraid of nothing and nobody, and everybody knows it. So I do what I want, bro. I'm Batman. Like, real talk. And that's just what it has to be. Like, that's the thing. If people would just understand boundaries and how to act, then it's all good. There's no problem. But until people understand that, yeah, there's always an issue, bro. You know what I mean? And we gonna win every time. Feel me? So it is what it is. All right, let me try to do these videos real quick, honey. I love you more than anything, and we might do a live training class again here for a little bit. We'll see what's up, but I love you so much, and you're everything to me. So just know that it does mean everything to me, everything you do, and you're never in the wrong. I just have, things that I do a certain way, and I got to take care of myself and protect myself. And that's all I have to be adamant about it. And I'm going to continue to be, no matter what. So we're always in this together, and that's it. It's you and I. So I just want you to know that it's all pure and genuine here. I love you, and I would love you if you didn't have a dime. All right. So I love you. And I'll be right back. Okay. We'll do another live. I love you.